Hey y'all, it's me, Chris, and I know exactly what you're getting ready for. You have the date circled on your calendar, you have the sign made up, you're ready to go on that march. Everything's smooth and clear, you have your instructions, you know what to do, you're ready to be part of that movement and take a stand and be part of the thousands of like-minded people to participate in just a glorious thing. Day comes and, oh shoot, we have something scheduled. Or life happens. Or maybe you just don't want to go to a protest because they're scary and people get hurt and arrested and you don't want to take that step yet. Or maybe you're just lost and you don't know if maybe this is the right cause for you. Yeah, you believe in some of this stuff, but you don't know and you haven't done the research to know if what you want to move for is what they stand for. Well, I'm Chris, and I want to talk about the things that people can do besides protesting. So life happens. We have work. We have school. Some people don't have the privilege to take those days off. Maybe you find out the protest happened the next day and you're like, wait, what? Nobody told me. Or you just don't want to go because, again, they're scary. Well, I found that there are 5 things you can do to be a social justice warrior without protesting. And here they are. 1, take a drive. Take a drive around your local city, community, state, whatever. Find out the community that you're protesting or want to protest for. I've lived within 2 hours of LA 19 out of 26 years of my existence. And Sunday was the first time I actually drove around LA and saw the communities. I went from Beverly Hills to within a 20 minutes Watts, and that opened my eyes and I saw why we need change in SES. And yeah, it just opened my eyes to where like now I feel like I'm more aware. So if you feel like you can't make that protest, aware yourself around of your surroundings so you can know what is in your community and what you want to fight for. 2, attend classes, seminars, and groups that promote what you believe in. The reason why these things don't get funded often or regularly is because people don't show up. Your center has probably lost funding, and that's because they offer classes, but they are to like a group of 10 people and they need the attendance. Or they would offer more classes, but they don't see an interest. So logically, they offer less and less classes. Well, attend some, support, go to the library or that queer support group or the nature conservatory group. Like, take classes and seminars and learn about what you love and what you're passionate about and make it a night out. And invite friends that maybe are interested. Invite friends that are passionate with you. Do that and we could generate more attendance to these groups so that they could show how important they are. 3, volunteer at places you're passionate about. If you are taking the time to protest, then you have the time to volunteer for these places. Go to Planned Parenthood. Go to your LGBTQ center. Go to the Guns and Ammo store. Whatever you believe in, and this is left and right. Like, I don't care what you believe in. Volunteer for that center. If you see that people are struggling, go to a homeless shelter and volunteer. Go to Meals on Wheels. Go to all these events. There's so much stuff. Volunteer at a national park if you don't like the effects that are happening with that. If you don't like how they are treating science, find something in your realm of curiosity or that you're passionate about and volunteer for it. I guarantee you there's tons of people that need free workers, and that's what volunteer is. So go for it. 4, have conversations with strangers. I say have conversation with strangers because you're probably the black sheep in your family already. They probably see you and go, oh, they're going to talk about politics or they're going to talk about what they believe. So keep them where you have to. Like, love you, but you're okay. The reason why I say strangers, though, is because we are a society where we are too individualistic and too involved in ourselves, honestly. And we are on our phones all the time. I'm guilty of it, too. If I see a room full of people, I'll just go on my phone. But the most beautiful thing happened on Thursday, the other day. I went to my local coffee shop, and I went outside because I like to always check to see if they changed, like, the boards that are on the benches. And so I went there and there was these 4 individuals just having a conversation, and I jumped in. I was supposed to do homework that evening, but instead I took 2 hours and we talked about everything. And I got schooled on some things and I schooled them on some things, and we just had a great constructive conversation. Did we agree on everything? Hell no. Did we disagree on everything? Hell no. We found some common ground and we built off of that, and that was so beautiful. We talked about economics, and we talked about the wall, we talked about religion, and we talked about all these things, and it was beautiful because I got to go around people that are not like-minded like me, that we can have conversations. I learned some things about stuff and they learned some things about us, and they saw my point of view and they were like, oh, never thought of it that way. And I saw theirs and I was like, wow, well, I still believe this, but your point is valid too. And I feel like having those small conversations are important. That's what generates movement, change, is small conversations with people.
Put another video about that later.
And 5. 5 has to be the most important thing that you could do for oneself. Educate yourself. Read. Read about everything. Books. Books about stuff that you agree with. Books about stuff that you disagree with. Articles, opposing sides from different news outlets. Anything that can bring knowledge to your brain is important. Read what the other side is saying and say like, oh, like this is where they're getting it wrong, and it'll justify your values. Or, oh, I didn't see it this way, but that's cool, but I understand why they feel this way, and this is why they don't understand. And so now I'm going to educate myself and know how to maybe like have that conversation with someone in the future. Educate yourself. If you are really passionate about national parks, educate yourself about them and go visit. Again, back to my previous tip, but they need attendance. And read about why national parks are important, or read about why science is important, or read about why queer rights are important, or read about what other people have done in the past to help our movement. And yeah, so educate yourself. We have an internet full of fake news, but be a critical thinker and know when you're getting played and duped. Read from reputable sources, articles, newspapers, everything. So those are my 5 tips on how to be a justice social warrior without having to go to a protest. I have a history of life happening and I feel guilty.
Again, that's a different video.
But yeah, so I found these helped. I found that these helped me get past my wanting to do something but not feeling like I'm not doing enough. So yeah, story of your life, Chris. Thanks for watching. Are these tips helpful? Do you have any tips that can help somebody? And if you have any resources, please comment below. Thanks for watching. Comment or message me about anything. I am here to talk to you. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope this helped a little bit. And I hope that this helps ease your stuff. So yeah, bye. Literally pulled off on the side of the road. I was like, I'm gonna film there. 19,